Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we are still on the 6 side over here, so if you guys don't mind, be on this, but we have quite a few interesting things to go and talk about throughout this video. We are still seeing now PlayStations being stolen from big stores such as GameStop, and there's a kind of a big holiday warning over here where any leftover stock might actually be stolen, so always be a little bit careful when it comes to like Craigslist, Facebook, Marketplace, whatever it might be. We also have some big rumors too in regards to future PlayStation games coming out, some really big partnerships and really big connections and games that I want to go play, and some really big interesting Fortnite things to go talk about too as well. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch down below. We have the PlayStation 5 Slim giveaway or $500. Make sure you get your last minute entries all down below, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Let's go and dive on into the video itself. So first and foremost, some intriguing stuff to see. Now, when it comes to GameStop, for some odd reason, GameStops are always just massively hit. And throughout this holiday season, we actually saw quite a few different news articles discussing the fact that GameStops have been getting individually and selectively taken on out for people basically taking out consoles. So the PlayStations and all these other various consoles are getting wrought on up, and well, it seems kind of big. So I'm not sure why this keeps on happening, probably because they're easy to resell, even as of right this second, but it's ridiculous to go and see, well, obviously all this kind of stuff keeps them popping on off. So first and foremost, if you guys ever are still buying Xboxes or PlayStations on third party, which I usually do recommend not to, mainly because you can get deals. We saw consoles as low as like $399.99. Don't really buying on third party, it's not worth it, but we do keep on seeing people breaking on it, where burglars break into GameStop in Midtown, steal consoles, and the police respond to a burglary as of even Thursday, December 28th at around 2:30 a.m. at the Union Avenue, where they saw broken glass and also a smashed in metal gate. Now, this is very intriguing because we just, for some odd reason, keep on seeing consoles perpetually being attacked. Now, it makes sense, like when it comes to PlayStations or Xboxes, there's always going to be someone out there, and even if you want to do like a really quick flip for like $300, I'm sure someone would still buy it. Like you see a super cheap price on Facebook, even if it's stolen goods or whatever, people might rock it out. And throughout these holiday seasons, I think people are maybe looking for extra stock, or maybe assuming places like Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart, whatever, might be a little bit on like the more laid back, obviously because it's the holidays or whatever it might be, and that makes a lot of sense. Like at the end of the day, it makes a lot of sense. Well, people do keep on stealing stuff over here, is confirmed by a lot of different news articles. Now, there's been other sources too as well in other different areas, but it does kind of seem like people are responding to burglaries. There's stuff everywhere. They saw merchandise also stolen all from the floor. There were tire marks on the floor, consistent with the vehicle having rammed into the entrance as well. So basically, people are ramming their cars into GameStops to go and steal stuff. Like they literally are saying, hey, like there was literally tire marks on the spot. They quite literally drove the car into GameStop to go and steal consoles. This sounds like a random movie or like a GTA 6 movie over here, but I'm just saying, people keep on still trying to steal consoles everywhere they can. It's overall ridiculous. So as always, be kind of just careful when it comes to second party or third party sellers, and obviously GameStop, you just get stolen from nonstop. It's ridiculous. Now, we also have some pretty big news over here when it comes to brand new games from Icon Era. Basically discussing the fact that Sega is actually going to be developing a new Wipeout game for Sony, and also Bandai Namco is also working with PlayStation. Now, both of these are really big game companies, like both Sega and Bandai. These are some of the biggest games in the entire planet, and now we're seeing even more and more information coming over here from some of these random docs too as well. Now, I believe some of these articles are also been kind of going ongoing too as well when it comes to like the very last pages for the information. But once again, we're now seeing even more folks coming out over here. Like I think some of these also came out from like annual reports. Some people are actually looking at the overall documentation, and people are making out stuff over here where we're now seeing the future of a lot of big Sega games. So the reasons why we're bringing this stuff up over here too as well is that a lot of these bigger game companies are trying to work with also things like PlayStation. Like there's been a big drama where some folks are assuming that PlayStation can't get exclusives, or the fact that Xbox Game Pass is going to be buying up everything they possibly can. There's been a lot more conversation on that. There's been a lot more discourse on it. And while it comes in this one too, although some of it's, like I said, a little dated on side, but According to the head on the block, a user from the Reset era PlayStation OT, who seems to be potentially be in the know about some of Sony's future plans, the console maker would have begun to scale down its push for live game services in the long term, instead of revitalizing legacy IPs through collaboration with third-party publishers. Now, this is intriguing too because we have also been seeing this as now more truth. So if you guys want to highlight this message from the 28th, saying that they want to wind back. They want to scale back their live service games. Now, this adds a lot more validity towards all these different types of leaks, even though they're also staffed too, because we've been seeing Bungie, Destiny 2 cutting back a lot on their live service because it has not been profitable. We're still looking at things like Fortnite, which we're going to bring up here in a second, that are still doing well, but right now Sony's game path was pushing a lot towards live service games. They wanted to make sure there's going to be their own Fortnite, their own Destiny 2, their own whatever other insert game out there that would be consistently being updated. Maybe think that The Last of Us Factions was probably another good example. So as we see all these, that was Sony's big push. It seemed like 2022, 2023, their major focus and money was making more live service games. And while that could maybe be fun in theory, it does seem like it's more of a luck of the draw. If the game is good, let's say Fortnite, and you get lucky and people love it, then yeah, it might be fine. But right now it seems like PlayStation is almost want to also mitigate and divert into other future aspects of like, hey, what works for us, which is single-player fun games. So right now, it kind of seems that they might be pushing some of these older IPs. So head onto the blog seems to have heard that some of these publishers would have been Bandai Namco and Sega, the latter of which would apparently be in charge of developing a new Wipeout game. Surprisingly enough, we also did see the Crazy Taxi as well, which is why we're backtracking this, because the live service thing is true, and as well also seeing old school like Sega IPs also being promoted to as well from the Game of the Year awards adds a lot more validity. It's also worth noting that Sega not only had a long history of creating some truly legendary racing games, so Daytona USA, Outrun, or Sega Rally, but also they're the ones that developed games such as F-Zero and F-Zero GX for arcades and GameCube, respectively. Now, I do not believe that they're going to be doing anything with, obviously, F-Zero, because I think that's more of a Nintendo IP, but imagine how cool, number one, a movie for that would be. I would actually love to see a random F-Zero movie, but also a brand new, like, PS5 version of an F-Zero would probably be one of my coolest and favorite games. So the user wants for them not to expect to release this new IP outsourcing strategy from Sony until several years have passed, meaning they were likely looking at release dates in the PS5 generation for those Bandai Namco and Sega games. So this just adds a lot more because we did see that these leaks are true, that they did want to push back live service gaming, that single-player games are coming back. We saw the Sega, as I mentioned, announcement of the Game of the Year awards, where it kind of goes to show that they're like probably focused on bringing back what people like from back in the day. So very intriguing news to go and see nonetheless, especially brand new AAA games coming out in the very near future. Now, on the same topic though, when it comes to live service, we've now been seeing two kind of big leaks when it comes to Fortnite. Now, it's kind of a little bit of a separate topic, but right now, Fortnite and Avatar, and also Devil May Cry collabs are now rumored to be coming to as well, coming from Xbox Era, who also previously leaked the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Doomslayer collabs. And right now, it seems like Fortnite has been able to get collabs on quite literally almost everything on the entire planet. It's ridiculous to go and see. They are making money hand over fist, and as well, because of how much popularity Fortnite has, they're making a lot of good collaborations. To the point where they're hitting like weebs, like they had like, Boku no Hero, Attack on Titan, Goku. They've also had various more quote-unquote normal stuff, such as like Avatar for here, Devil May Cry, where these are just like various games. Family Guy, good example too as well recently. And we're seeing things like Naruto. Like we're seeing every really, really big game demographic coming out, which is ridiculous. Like they somehow have partnerships on everything. And even now with rumors saying that Doctor Who might even be coming. Same with like Lego sets too as well. Like right now it just kind of seems like Fortnite is collaborating with pretty much everything on the entire planet. So some Christmas news goodies for you. The Fortnite collab is still happening, but it's back now to early stages. The Disney are overseeing the collaboration as a marketing push. It'll be focused on a new series, #Doctor Who. So as of right this second, we're seeing a lot of really good, interesting news for live service, and this is why something like PlayStation would still have a chance, same with Xbox, because they are a big enough IP to work in cool things like Horizon or Ratchet and Clank or God of War into their games. But at the same exact time, They have to have an IP that's actually worth putting all these into, and also other various third-party titles too as well, which do make things hard. Like, imagine having like a Destiny collab. That could be sick, but you have to have a game that why would it make sense? Like, I don't know. Do you want to go put Horizon characters into Destiny? Probably not, but at the same time, it is there. So overall, we have some pretty cool news where people are still stealing stuff from GameStops, not good. We're seeing the future games being developed too as well, and some overall cool live service news. So I want to hear your thoughts and comments and everything down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below, and also make sure you guys do our giveaway entries as well, all down below, and I appreciate y'all so much for watching in the first place.